3, 2, 1.
34 million. More than 34 million Americans in the United States alone have diabetes. Of those, about 7 million don't even know it. Diabetes is a huge threat to global health that is becoming a rapid epidemic throughout the world. In the last 20 years, the number of adults diagnosed with diabetes has more than doubled and is the seventh leading cause of death in the United States. The fact is, there is no cure for diabetes yet, but that doesn't have to be a death sentence to those who suffer from it. If you stay well informed, we can make smart decisions to prevent and treat this disease. For us to become informed about diabetes, we need to understand what diabetes is, its complications, and the things that can be done to prevent them. According to the American Diabetes Association, diabetes is defined as a group of diseases characterized by high glucose levels that result from defects in the body's ability to produce or use insulin. Patients are generally diagnosed with either type 1 or the much more common type 2. For patients suffering from type 1 diabetes, they are insulin dependent, which means their pancreas is unable to make insulin. This type is caused by a mixture of genetic and environmental triggers that cause the body to attack the pancreas, making it unable to produce insulin. Because of this, people with type 1 diabetes need to get their insulin from shots or pumps daily. In contrast, patients with type 2 diabetes still produce their own insulin, but they either do not make enough or it does not work like it should in the body. Someone with type 2 diabetes will need to take medications to help regulate the insulin in their body. Some of the symptoms of diabetes may seem harmless and therefore go undiagnosed. Some classic symptoms of diabetes include abnormal thirst, frequent urination, and unexplained weight loss. About 40% of people with type 2 diabetes don't have any symptoms at all, according to the Mayo Clinic. Because of this, many diabetics do not know that they have the disease until they encounter one of its many complications. There are many associated risks with diabetes that are serious and can sometimes result in death. Poor diet and obesity are key risk factors. Diabetes damages organs, blood vessels, and nerves due to high blood sugar levels. This can lead to serious effects including kidney disease, blindness, heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, dental disease, nervous system disease, and even limb amputations. One of the more unusual side effects of diabetes is hypoglycemia, which is more commonly referred to as low blood sugar. Most people think of high blood sugar when they hear diabetes, but for diabetics, low blood sugar is more dangerous. Hypoglycemia happens when blood sugar levels drop below the normal range because of overuse of medicine, missing a meal, or overexertion. This can come on very quickly and may result in loss of consciousness or even death. It is important that diabetics test their blood sugar levels multiple times per day and carry a source of sugar with them to treat lows before they become a problem. Symptoms of low blood sugar include sweating, shakiness, weakness, dizziness, and confusion. So, if you see someone with diabetes acting this way, don't reach for their insulin. Instead, make sure to get them some sugar right away. It is obvious that the complications associated with diabetes can be both scary and life-threatening. But there are many ways to keep diabetes under control and prevent future problems. The main goal of treatment is to maintain blood glucose levels as close to normal as possible. For many diabetics, this can be done by making simple adjustments to your diet and fitness routine. People with diabetes should Maintain a healthy diet consisting of plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats like olive oil and nuts. Carb counting, in which you track the number of carbohydrates you are eating, can be important way for diabetics to be more aware of what's in the foods and drinks they consume. Aerobic exercise can help lower blood sugar by moving sugar into your cells, where it is used for energy. Regular exercise can also increase your body's sensitivity to insulin, which means you need less insulin to transport sugar into your cells. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends people with diabetes get at least 150 minutes of aerobic exercise, such as walking or cycling, each week. In addition to adjusting a diabetic's lifestyle to help combat the disease, there are several therapeutic steps doctors can take with their patients, including sugar-lowering medications, insulin injections, or insulin pumps. In summary, while we know there is no cure for diabetes, there is always medical research and testing ongoing to try to find improved treatments or, at long last, a cure. If Americans stay well informed and make smart decisions, they can help prevent or better maintain the disease. It's important that patients with known risk factors or potential genetic predisposition to diabetes discuss with their doctor ways to prevent the disease. This issue is important to me as my dad has been managing type 1 diabetes diagnosis for 20 years. Every day, Americans can help the fight by taking the proper precautions and supporting organizations like the American Diabetes Association, whose mission is to support patients and fight for the cure.